Hi guys, this is Cuddles and Crafting. Welcome to my channel. Hi guys, this is going to be a short brief video just showing you the Suncatcher, the Disney Princess Suncatcher. Just showing you what they look like out of the package. We got Tatiana. You have these different types of paint. The paintbrush, very thin, little cute little paintbrush. And then in the bag, you have the gold string. So what we're going to do, and I'm doing this with one hand, you guys, just to see how they have, they have flounder, they have jasmine, they have Ariel and flounder, and this is how it's going to look. So what we're going to do, let's go by his, so you can see how it looks, and we are going to paint the inside of it. So I believe this is the inside, this is the back of it, and then this is the inside where the paint goes. We are going to try and open the paints up. Excuse me, you gotta go like there for a minute. But I hope you guys having a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment below. Sorry, this paint that you gotta see something just plain. But trying to do this with one hand, you guys, is like, yeah. And it's very, very going. We're going to do a couple of colors, which I'm going to open a couple of them. And you got to be real careful. If you have small children, please make sure you are supervising them. And you might want to, see, this stuff just is really watery with the paint. So we're going to try this. So we're going to do Tatiana. We're going to get this paint. We're going to do her arm. It's very watery, you guys. Very watery. And you're going to have to go around because it's very watery. I don't know why it's watery, guys. But it's watery. Oops. And see, I shouldn't even did that, but I think that's supposed to be there, and that's supposed to go here. And see, it's very watery. So, you can't expect too much for $1. You can't expect too much for $1. Okay. So what I'm doing is just taking it and just going in, and then you're gonna have to let that dry. This is very watery. Okay, that's that one. And I think in the back here where her glove is, right there, little wet back there. Okay, so with her ear. So just trying to fill that in like that. Okay, I'm going to close this one because this is very watery. So you need to make sure you're at a table. You have paper towels and everything because this is very watery. See, and I'm like, it's like all over my hand. So you need to make sure that you have paper towels because this is going to get messy. Okay, so make sure if you do this, you have a table, napkins, everything you need at a kitchen table or outside. If it's raining like it is out here, you might want to do it somewhere where it's not going to be less messy. But just to give you how it looks, very watery, very watery. So you can't expect too much for 99 cents, you guys. I'm gonna have you look at Jasmine right here. Look at it really. I'm gonna have you look at Jasmine right here. Put you down here very quick. I'm going to close this up because it's very watery. Very watery. Especially when you have smaller children. Okay, ooh, this is watery. Okay, I got the green one open. And it's very watery. I don't know why it's watery, guys. But just like, let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys did this before. trying to get this in here. And you might have to let this dry a little bit. And make sure that you let it dry. Let it dry. This is very funny. Because to let this dry, you have to let it dry. Now, if you're looking at this, this is very translucent. It's like very watery. I never thought I would have to do it this way and like pour it in here. This is my first time ever doing window glass painting like this, just to try things out. It's not as dark as I would like it to be. And you can't expect too much for $1, you know. You can't expect too much for $1. If you have your little ones doing this at home, it's like I'm pretty much using all, like the small pieces, like small areas, it's okay for. But I'm already using up the green already just in this area alone. And you know, I'm going to let this dry as quick as I can. Let it dry. I mean, let me know if you can see that green, because I can't see none of it. I'm trying to see if this is her bowl. Okay, that's the leaf. So, oh, that's part of the flower. My bad. So, trying to make sure that it's all covered. You're going to end up using a lot of this. You're going to use a lot of this paint, you guys. So, I don't know how much of this that I got to use. So, I want to make sure every bit of this is covered. Make sure ain't no bubbles or anything in here. Make sure everything is covered. So that way to make sure everything is covered. So that is the green part. I got her dress in here. Some more green in there for her arm. Because I did get that brown in there. So that's the green part. And this stuff is very sticky. So if you get it on your hands, it's going to be very, very sticky. Okay, so that's how it's looking. I still need a little, because you can still see the little bubbles in there. Still need a little bit more. So just showing you how this 99-cent thing is done. I'm not going to keep you long. I know it's a holiday. I'm hoping you guys having a good holiday. And a Merry Christmas to you guys all. And I know you're probably busy, and I thank you for taking the time to watch. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday, and all your shopping is done. And that's that one. Very sticky, guys. Very sticky. And this is a good thing to keep your kids busy while you're cooking, while you're doing things. Okay, so I'm getting the red one open. That's the red. Let me try this. So to get this red. Okay, this is that red. Oops, and I got some inside the thing. I got some inside the flower. Okay. Let's get this inside the flower. And I'm gonna let this dry overnight. I don't want it to like be too much. And this is fun if your kids like Tatiana and you like the flower. And just let this dry overnight so you can see. Just putting this in there. I don't know if I'm putting too much or whatever, but you know, first time doing this, so forgive me if I'm putting too much on here. Oh, see, I didn't even pay attention to the thing because it says that. But I'm gonna do mine different. You don't have to necessarily have yours like exactly like the flower if you don't want to have it like that. You don't have to, but I'm gonna do mine a little red. That's how hers go, but this is how mine's gonna look. Because I want mine to have that red behind it. But if you want to go like the picture, you can. I just don't want to. But you don't have to necessarily have it like that if you don't want to. Okay. So I got the red. And that's how that's looking. Okay. And we're going to do this color here. And if you have fabric paint, I would do fabric paint too. But this is like the more watercolor. Now this right here, it says to do this one, but I'm going to do this one. See, I really don't see how that's that color. If you want to add that color, you can. You can add a little color to that if you want to add them both to it. But I want to do the outside of this, that color. Do this color, this color. Say it's up for Jasmine and around her, the red. Now this seems like a little thicker. I just want to do it down here, around here. See, I'm just doing it out on the outside of the flower to outline the flower. And then you just let this dry. And one thing I wish it did come with instructions. If it did, I didn't see it inside. But it would be good if it did come with instructions. But this is Tatiana. Let's save some of this. Okay. So that's how pretty much that came out. Very watery. Very, very watery. I would be careful when you use this. It's very sticky. But that's my Tatiana. And the only thing is how her eyes come out. I don't see where I can put her eyes at. Can y'all see it? Because her eyes look dark on here. So I probably would have to put like some type of color in here. But I might take my white pen and put something in there. Or add something else to it. But yeah, y'all. I would like really fill this in and get something in here. I could take some of this and put that in there. There. Feel like some of the paint is still kind of wet. You can fill in some areas. Like right here by her, this flower. And that's what I'm doing. I'm filling in the flower right here. Yeah. Okay. And then right here, I can use some of this to go in there. There's so much of it. I'll just do a little bit right there. There. Okay. So that's my little art thing. So you're gonna let that dry for a little bit. And once that dry, you could take the string, and then there's a hole at the top where you can put the string. I'm gonna add more detail, but as you can see, it do have jasmine in there, and you could do the other one. So let me take this out right quick so you can see how it looks inside the package. So you guys gotta look at. And my hands are sticky. So here is the other two. So I have this one, and this is how it looks on this one. And then you have jasmine. So that's how those other two look. And if you want to do those, you can do those. But I'm going to do those off the camera. But just to share with you some of the arts and crafts that I've been doing. And hoping you guys have a wonderful Christmas. We got Snoopy on. Got the Santa Claus. And up above, I hope you guys have a wonderful, Merry Christmas. This is Kettles. See you guys. Bye.